Alive and alert on the north side of the dirt. It is your man D Real coming at you with another Be Real with D Real, where Edutainment explains it. And today I will be bringing you issue number 3 of the Red Band edition of Blade by Brian Hill. And CF Villa is doing the art on this issue, if I'm not mistaken. But let's not waste any more time. Let's do what we need to do so we can do what we want to do. Comment, like, subscribe, and share to Be Real with D Real page so that when new material comes out, you get it. If you're digging with a brother shoveling, put some dirt in my bucket. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. Why? Edutainment. Edutainment, y'all. And let's get the edutaining with Blade issue number 3, Red Band edition. Red Band edition. Yikes. Okay. Synopsis kind of explains, Blade was having problems. So he got away to get away from all of the trauma he was feeling from almost being killed by his daughter and being used by Varney. And he gets to a place called Kowloon City. And lots of vampires there. And a vampire hunter named Elena, who he teamed up with. And she ain't the biggest vampire lover. Story opens up. We get a flashback of a woman in a hospital. Well, not necessarily a flashback, just someplace separate from our story. How about that? And somebody needs a blood transfusion. And there is a mysterious figure saying they know this is the right blood type. The lady looks like she's flatlining, but the mysterious figure tells her to be patient. She jumps up, spitting blood and ready to eat blood, or drink blood, rather. And the mysterious figure simply tells her, no. And she chills. And here we are, looking at who has to be none other than Pontious Van Helsing. At least that's who I'm assuming it is. And if it ain't, we'll find out later in the story. Pontious wants to build an army. And he wants her to help. Meanwhile, outside, good grief. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that right there. Look at that. Will you look at that right there? Look at that right there. Look at that right there. He's ate up or tore up. And so he's giving everybody his blood rather than them getting blood that they need, and they turn it into vampires. And that's what's happening. Meanwhile, she's talking about her Hippocratic oath, and my man says he done met Hippocrates. And outside, there are people causing problems. Bandits that want to rob and steal from the clinic. And she trying to tell them, hey, this ain't where y'all want to be right now. And so they thinking the let's gang up on her type thing. You know what I'm talking about, how folks do out in the jungle when you know what I'm talking about. And Pontious simply tells his new vampire thrall, feed. And she does. And told the doctor, girl, you better choose life. You better choose life. Now, does the doctor choose life? Easier to find out a little later on in the book. Meanwhile, Elena and Blade are hunting down bandits and whatnot. And she's a pretty good shot. Is she aiming at the person shooting at them? Nah. Remember, she's got hoods and cyborg displays and things of that nature. So why would we think her arm is the only thing on her that's cybernetic? Bam, he ducks, hits the driver, and there you go. Action in the mighty Marvel manner, right? But Blaze letting her know we ain't done yet. But that was nice. But watch how I get down. Blade hops out the car while they coming at him, takes out his sword, throws it. It's gonna land somewhere awful. Told you. In my guy's mouth, got him gargling with a sword. Meanwhile, he's doing acrobatics. Get that sword out and finish that guy off. And boom. 2 cars tumbling and people rolling to their death. Now, Elena wants to take her to one of the few good people, at least that's how she refers to them, and Blade gonna drive. And so they gonna drive to where I am assuming the doctor is. Let's roll on out there. Doesn't look good. Look like a lot of dead people. Look like a lot of dead people. And she's looking for Dr. Dr. Shay Marcus is the sister's name, but right now we don't see hide nor hair of Dr. Shay Marcus, but we see a lot of dead bodies. Blade has the ability to taste the blood, and he can get an experience out of the blood. But Elena, she ends up getting a more direct experience. Oh my. They have turned Dr. Shay Marcus into a living, or well, not a living, but a human signpost, because she's definitely not living. And written in blood, it says, "None of this concerns you, Blade. Follow the finger and leave." Wow. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Okay. So now we know Pontious knows about Blade. And he's like, if I could have stopped this from happening, I would have. Elena's angry that her friend got turned into a message for Blade. And in response, did she shoot Blade in the back? Oh my goodness. Blade's got a lot of blood on his hands, but dang, you didn't need to do that to him, did you? And she put a couple more in him for good measure and told him, I'll be driving from here on out. Wow. That's cold-blooded. After I did all that helping you clean up the streets, just because you don't like me, you gonna shoot me in the back? Now we know it's gonna take a little more than a shot in the back and a couple bullets in Blade to put him down completely, because he is coming to his full vampire power, and it's gonna take more than a few bullets to put the greatest vampire hunter on the planet down. Eric Brooks may be down, but he's definitely not out, as we will find out in issue 4 when he comes to get his revenge. Is he gonna come get his revenge, or is he gonna let her slide? Are we gonna get a kinder, gentler Blade, or are we gonna get a Blade that's like, okay, she serves a purpose, and I'm gonna let her live until I don't need her no more? We don't know. We gonna find out what Blade gonna do in issue 4. Brian Hill, again, like he always does, he's building the story up. We build it up to something. Before we say this ain't gonna be hot, let's wait to see where it goes. So far, everything he's touched is fire. So let's give Brother Brian a chance to cook and give us a story. And that's it for this edition of the Blade Comic Book Review. I'll be coming at you with another one of them issues. And until I do, y'all be good. Be good to each other. Peace.